Hi everyone, welcome back. Thanks for waiting. Hello Bladevap, hello Delta, hello Boulder Dash, hello Mecha Ninja. Eat dinner. What if my dinner was a bunch of grapes? You'd have to redeem it a lot of times. Hi Stumbles, hello Flareon. Flareon, thank you for 33 months of subscription. I always vap back. You know what's funny? Distraction using a keyboard too much in one go. Oh, it's the best. It's so craveable. Kiwi, thank you for subscribing for 23 months. Oh, Kiwi's got a passage of the Bible for us. And the Lord did spake, saying, "One of thou shalt betray me for the night's end." To which the disciple Sneasler replied, "That's great, Vappy. You still had your teeny $2,000 for landing on Boardwalk." Wow, that was my favorite part of the New Testament. I remember when they said that. Thanks for subscribing, Kiwi and Flareon. Boulder says, "Guys, I had a terrible thought. What if App's been lying to us and she's truly not a Vaporeon? What am I then?" Hi, Toby. How are you? Eve, my free. Hello, Svelte. Delta, eat a bunch of grapes for dinner. The Bible. Why can't I reply to Kiwi, says Blade. I wonder if it doesn't let you reply to, like, subscription messages. Sorry for shaking the desk. I'm trying to scoot in here. So I realized that maybe what I should start doing is eating before my stream so that I don't get all tired and hangry at the end of my stream. So I just had dinner, I'm feeling fresh, I'm full of life, I'm ready to paint these dogs playing poker. It's really funny. As I was working on it today, I was like, oh, this really just is another take on dogs playing poker, isn't it? Aren't all artists just really recreating dogs playing poker over and over? Truly a fraud. Truly a Flareon. That, if you had ghost pepper chips from Trader Joe's, those frickin' slap. I have not. I haven't been going to TJ's a lot lately. It's a bit far from where I live, and then I'm moving soon, even farther away, so I feel like Trader Joe's is just quickly vanishing into the middle distance for me. Sad but true. Oh, Trader Joe's. I knew you so well. Back when I was living in the Bay Area, Trader Joe's was like one of the easiest grocery stores for me to get to, so I went there all the time. Spell says I'll bring you some, I guess. Wow, thanks! So I've made some progress on this picture. I had a cold over the weekend, but I'm feeling a lot better now. So first of all, the most important addition here is that they are playing Sandyland, which is the Sandshrew version of Candyland. So as you can see, there are going to be little Sandshrew balls on the playboard, as well as the little Sandshrew on the manual here. In addition, we are going to have Mountain Dugong here. These are Sir Skittles. Of course, there's the Sneasler's Pizza down here, which is going to have a little Sneasler head on it, and then the Dr. Pelipper. So those are all the Pokemon brands I was able to jam in here. Originally, I was going to have the cards be like suit cards because I wanted Cyndaquil to be holding like 5 aces, but I realized I didn't really want the aesthetic of like poker cards on the game, so they're just sort of generic, colorful cards. So people don't try to reverse engineer how this game works. Delta says, there are rumors there's going to be a second Trader Joe's in my city. Oh, Trader too. There's one Tro's in my city, and I take the bus out to get it. This will be half a mile or so from where I currently live, says Delta. Congratulations, not Sandygast. I considered Sandygast. I considered Palisandyland, but it seemed like it was going to be really hard to fit on the cover. Oh man, I'm going to be moving closer to a Costco, so I'm somehow going to have to figure out how to be a Costco goer, which is a bit, foreign to me. If you guys have any hot Costco tips, I would love to hear them. I find it very overwhelming in there. Okay, so I have a million reference images open. I finally, I sat down for 10 minutes before the stream and put them all into one big window so that I don't fumble so much with my tabs this stream, because I was really struggling. Because I need to have references for every single Pokemon that is in the scene, as well as references for every food product that I'm trying to spoof here, and it was a lot of tabs, so... Hi, Flair, how are you? Costco slaps, milk is cheap as F. I do like the big cold rooms in the back. Hello, Mecha, Costco muffins and pizza. Yes, I do like their muffins. Get the Costco chickens, really good deal. Pretty sure Costco actually loses money on them. Oh, I see. It's your fault. Veggies have crap selection, but insanely cheap. I started playing Skyrim again. Yeah, that is my fault. Actually, I believe that. Hello, Texty Clips. What race are you playing as, Flair? Canadian Costco muffins are better than American Costco muffins. Do tell. What about them? Costco tip, buy a hot dog, buy another hot dog, buy even more hot dogs. I do love the hot dogs there. Hot Costco tip. Costco looks like a dismal wasteland. It really does feel like some kind of situation's about to break out in there, doesn't it? Rotisserie chickens are goated. They're bigger and moister in Canada. Hot Costco tip, if you ever go on a date, tell your date you're taking them to a membership-exclusive establishment to eat, and then take them to the Costco food court for hot dogs. Scientifically proven. Costco's no worse than Walmart. Boulder gets it. I think it depends on what area you go to Costco in. That's my hot take. I've been to some dire Costcos, and I've been to some really nice Walmarts, so I think the wealth of the surrounding neighborhood is a very large component here. My local Costco is very average, is how I would describe it. It's very busy on the weekends, not too busy on weekdays. Pretty normal, pretty clean. The clothes section sometimes gets a little out of hand. When I was there a couple weeks ago, I knocked over with my cart a huge stack of like vests from one of those tables, because they're not like supported by anything, they're just kind of piled up on the table, and I had to like stop and put them all back up and wear the cap of shame for the rest of the trip. I hate that they make you wear the cap of shame. That is the one thing I'll say about Costco. I don't appreciate the dunce cap thing, but everything else is pretty good, I think. I realized Zubat's mouth was a little bit too gray, so I made it a little darker. I also want to make Dratini's eyes darker. This picture is definitely starting to come together. I think adding the kind of like bright color scheme, and then the conversation we had last time where we were talking about how Vap Comics doesn't have a green character actually really helped me figure out the color palette for this piece. I realized that the board of the board game needs to be green to help balance everything, and it immediately helped quite a bit. Oh, I need to make Cyndaquil's eyes a little darker. Oh yeah, I gave you guys some misinformation last time I streamed. I don't know how many of you were here, but I said something about Pokebank and Poketransporter potentially going down, and that is not the case as far as I can tell. So basically, the situation is that you can no longer download Pokemon Transporter or I think Pokemon Bank, but if you already have them downloaded to your system, you are able to continue using them, and Pokemon Bank no longer charges a subscription fee, so if you have it, you can just use it for free. I don't know if that will be the case forever. They may eventually go down, but there are no current plans for those systems to go down. I got really worried about it after talking about it last week on stream, so I realized that I have a number of really special Pokemon on some old carts of mine, so I spent a long time on, I think, like Sunday night transporting a lot of Pokemon forward into Pokemon Home because I was concerned they were going to get, like, locked in the cart that they were in. Like, I have a bunch of event Pokemon from Generation 4, and the only way to get them forward is to Poke-transport them into White 2, and then go from White 2 and put them into Bank, and then put them from Bank into Home. It's a whole thing. There's, like, flow charts online for how it works. Okay, let me catch up here. So anyway, don't worry about it, but if you do have important Pokemon on old carts, move them forward sooner rather than later, because you don't know how long they're going to keep that system up. Let's see... Fleur says, I don't know what I should do. I'm thinking between Argonian and Imperial. Play an Argonian! They're so silly! Hot Costco tip, go to the cold rooms in the back to cool off. The food court is fine dining. What do you mean? That was a Delta joke. The worst part is I can't use my dad's membership. He's very much the membership holder. I already did the required 10 plus hours of modding before starting. Clay started playing Skyrim over the weekend too. I've really got everyone Skyrim pilled, and he also spent hours putting all the mods on. Text Eclipse is the inside of a Costco is also the inside of a warehouse, which usually you don't see how bad that part is. Very true. Argonian or bust. Costco has a really good rotating Asian snack selection. Oh really? I didn't know that. Dire Costco's where local fiends buy their dire wolves. Yeah, but you can only buy them in bulk. You have to buy a multi-pack. That's a wolf joke, but don't sleep on electronics discounts. Something something Argonian bust. You say like bust is a bad option. A bad Oprion. Things like travel and event discounts. Argonians rise up. Tell the class app. Tell them you had your furry license revoked. This is so pathetic. I got rejected from that furry con that I applied to. I was really surprised. I applied for the AWU con in Utah, and they just straight up said no. I even applied for like one of the bigger tables that are more expensive. So they just said, no, I don't want your money. I'm frankly humbled. Text says, do Argonians have bust considering they're reptiles? I shall consult Google. Oh, careful out there, bud. Spell says, I can't believe App Comics is a pesticide. Jokes aside, I hope you're still going, says Blade. According to certain artists, they definitely do. Google tells me yes, Argonians absolutely have busts. They do, and Lockston made a video wondering why they have reptile boobs. R.I.P. Not-Eared Pichu. Yeah, I had to leave my Not-Eared Pichu in Heart Gold, and I felt pretty sad about it. I do like the Argonian maid bit. It really made me laugh. The choose your own adventure in Markarth. Skyrim built dragonborn cells. What a wolf joke, says Texty Clips. Boobs are important to the human silhouette. Wolfpack! If you don't know about Argonians, I know too much about them. I'm on keyboard, I don't have autocorrect. For real, I was surprised too. Thank you, Gustavo Cordy. It's weird, I thought for sure you'd be a shoot-in. Maybe the bigger table's part of the reason they had a more limited number of those slots. Yeah, for sure. Just usually when that happens, if they actually like want an artist to go, they'll say like, sorry, we ran out of the big exhibitor tables. Would you be willing to take a smaller one or whatever? But they didn't do that. They just said no. So I was pretty shocked to get that email, honestly. I mean, you know, in this world, you can't win them all. It is what it is. Oh man, I think there's just something funny about it because like I do so many big events, like TwitchCon is like, you know, 29,000 people or whatever. There's something a little bit like, I don't know, humorous or like silly about not getting into a much smaller show, but like every show has their own criteria, you know? Like what TwitchCon is looking for is not the same thing that a very small local furry con is looking for, so I don't hold it against them. But it is funny. Okay, let's get to work. I'm trying to figure out what the back of these cards should look like, because the only reason I need to know is because of Zubat here. She's got her hand out, or her wing, I guess I should say. And, I guess she could be holding these two cards, like, face forward, but I don't know why she would be, because if she was holding them up to her face... Well, I mean, it's not that she can see them. Oh man, I didn't even think about that. Maybe straight up the reason Zubat's getting so mad about the rules is because she doesn't know what color card she has. That's really funny. So her holding the cards backward actually would be pretty reasonable. Let's see. Are you still planning on going to the con, says Delta? Most likely. I'm just trying to figure it out. Can't win them all, what Delta said, by the way. Today my favorite artist finished a commission for me. Congrats, Flair! The more friends I can meet at the con, the better. Why were you rejected? Vap's not tall enough. She's not a true furry. No pressure. Did they give you a reason why they reject you? No, they usually don't. I was tempted to email back and like kind of ask like, hey, like, you know, was there something I did wrong during the application process? But if I had to guess, I really just think it's like my stuff is not as furry as it could be. I don't know though, it's kind of funny. It's like with furries I'm like not furry enough, but with non-furries I'm too furry. You know what I mean? It's just kind of funny. Oh well. Okay, I think I am gonna just have these cards with the face outward because I think it'll just look nicer. And I think it's kind of funny to imagine that the, like, canon reason is Zubat doesn't even know that's what she's doing. She can't see them. She thinks she's, like, hiding her hand really well. Everyone's just cheating because her cards are backward. Ugh, poor Zubat. Can't get any respect. I am having fun working on this painting. It's such a different feeling than the Rayquaza painting I was working on, even though it's about the same size. It's just like compositionally and stylistically so different. The furry Veridox, furry adjacent gang. I think technically the term people use is pokey fur, but I just think that sounds strange. Kiwi says, I'm wondering if they're just prioritizing more traditional furry merch over franchise stuff like Pokemon. Yeah, no, that makes sense to me. I can't really blame them for that. They're trying to put on a good show. Fluffy says, Dear Truly Vaporeon, unfortunately you are not based. We've decided to reject your application. Yeah, that screenshot I sent you, the email, I clipped out the part where they said L plus ratio plus bald plus no hose. Maybe if her name is truly a bong riffing surfer bra wolf Zyler before 2069. That's a possibility, Kiwi. There's one table I've seen in every con I've been. They have a massive table that sells Pokemon plushes. Yeah, there's definitely some people I see really regularly in the convention circuit. That wouldn't surprise me, says Text Eclipse. I swear you guys have probably seen it too. Pretty sure that'd mean auto rejection from this con because of Utah. I prefer Pokey. I do not like the word Pokey versus Text Eclipse. It's got an unusual vibe for sure. The only thing in this image that would be opposed to cheating right in Zubat's face is Dratini, and they can't really object. Now in Colorado, that'd be a different story. There's a song by the Chalk Eaters called Furrymon. It's pretty good. Well, that is a good name for a song. Speaking of Furrymon, I need to make Sneasler's ponytail thing a little bit more dark in color. I made it like almost a pastelish purple, and I want it to be a much darker purple. Sneasler has like 2 different shades of purple on it. It has like the light purple marking on the face and feet, the like little like triangle shapes, and then the really dark purple of like the hair and claws, and I need to make sure they're like visually very distinct, or else it kind of loses its punchiness as a design. There we go. Oh yeah, so I've been I finished doing all my Poke transporting stuff, which took hours and pretty cool. I had to play that stupid little bow and arrow Poke transporter game, if you know what I'm talking about, you know. But I transported everyone over on this old white file, white 2 file, and I was just kind of looking at it, and I was like, oh man, this looks fun. Maybe I should play this. And before I knew it, I had started playing white 2. And for once in my life, I'm actually gonna try to like make a good team. I think because my team in Emerald is so mid. I just really felt like, dang, what if I actually tried this time? So I think so far I have 2 badges. I picked Snivy as my starter because I really like Snivy. And eventually I'll be able to move that Superior into a modern generation Pokemon game and give it, what is it, Contrary, that makes it super annoying. And then I have an Azurill that I raised into an Azumarill, which it does not have huge power. I accidentally got one that is thick fat, so I'm really on my way. But I got it evolved into an Azumarill, which is pretty good. And then what else did I pick up? I picked up an Eevee, which I'm going to get a Glaceon out of. I want to make a really like glass cannon-ish Glaceon. And I really wanted to play with Whimsicott, but I realized White 2, the version exclusive, is the Petalil family. But thankfully there is an NPC in White 2 who will trade you Petalil for his Whimsicott, but it's like a little kid NPC. So I got, or not Whimsicott, you know, the little baby one, Cottony. He gave me his Cottony, and its nickname is Fluffy, but it's Fluffy with 2 E's on the end. Fluffy. Which really made me laugh. I was like, wow, Fluffy's on my team. Not IRL Fluffy. What was I saying? I had a point here. Oh yes, my point was I had been nicknaming my Pokemon in a naming scheme that actually worked out really well. Because I named my Eevee Icy, like I-C-E-E, like the drink, because it's gonna be a Glaceon. And I named my Snivy Snichi because I made lychee ice cream last week, and Snivy sounds like lychee, kind of. This is my thought process. Welcome to my mind palace. And so now I have Fluffy, Icy, and Snichi. And Jazumarill. That's Jazumarill, not Jizumarill, for the record. Because I was listening to jazz. Jazumarill! Okay, let me catch up here. Oh my gosh, so many words. Blade says bite entire Wukong. Mountain Dugong! wrong. I'd rather just be a furry than a pokefur. Hi, Lavender. Don't Vap. Do it, Vap. We'll make our own con. XylerCon. VapCon win. VorceCon. Used to be a guy at our local mall who had a massive stall of Pokemon merch. He was like 70. It was awesome. That's awesome. Except for Gunk. Did you just call Gunk mid? Hilda too. I misheard. Black and white are such cool colors, they had to make black and white too. The rest of the team is mid because they aren't Gunk. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. I had to transfer my 500 shinies from the 3DS. What's the oldest game you can transfer into home now? Is it the Gen 4 games? No, technically, Generation 3 games. It is a process, but you can move Pokemon up into home from Generation 3. If you have a DS that has the ability, an older DS that has the ability to put in a Game Boy Advance cart at the same time as a DS cart, there is an island south of Sandgem Town in Generation 4 where you can go to the park and you can transport, I think it's like, they have a really tight limit, it's like 7 Pokemon a day or something that you can bring up from Gen 3 into Gen 4. Then they go from Gen 4 into Gen 5 via the Poke Transporter. Then they need to enter Pokemon Bank, and then they go from Bank to home. It'll take you hours. Fluffy says Vap's about that thick fat. No, I can't say that. Are you saying your baby team wasn't good? Baby team, best team. Lilligant's so baby. Fluffy bombs. I'm on your team, Vap, don't worry. Fluffy bombs. Hello, Bootsukoi, how are you? Oh, that was the ice cream you were making. Yes, I made peanut butter lychee ice cream, which was really good, but really rich. And then I made graham cracker ice cream, which was amazing. Look up, if you guys like graham crackers or like the idea of graham cracker or even s'more ice cream, look up Brian David Gilbert or BDG graham cracker ice cream. He has a whole page on his website for different ice cream recipes. And the graham cracker one is really yummy. It's like, it almost tastes like tapioca pudding, but it doesn't have the little gooey tapiocas in it if you don't like that texture. It's just this very mild, sweet, almost like a banana pudding kind of flavor. And then you just like have little bits of graham cracker in it and you can put crunchy, you can put crunchy graham crackers on top. And you can put chocolate and marshmallows in there if you want to make a s'mores ice cream. It's the best. This is a fun team theme. We can't comprehend her twisted mind. Lychee ice cream. Jazumaril. Welcome to my mind palace. Damn sure is empty and here's his flare. Yeah, welcome to my my abandoned Victorian mind mansion. Delta says, I had an idea. I told Vap to potentially help her get to a woo. Host a panel at some point, promote her stuff there. Why not Dasani the Vaporeon? Dasani? I was thinking either an intro to watercolor or comics panel. That would help me do a tax write-off with it. When you work out, how long does it hurt, says Blade? When I started out, I was sore all the time. It gets better. It really does. You need to give yourself at least one day off in between workouts and just keep at it. Drink a lot of water. Have protein within 30 minutes after your workout. That's very helpful. If you wait too long, it's hard for your body to recover. It shouldn't hurt unless you're not used to it. I think Blade is just starting with it. Blade says, I did a pretty large workout in the end with Hollow Point and VR, and my thighs are still in pain. Grunchy. Work out more and it should eventually stop. Grunchy. Yeah, I would try like doing a very like relaxing, loosening exercise in between. Like maybe go on a leisurely walk to get some blood flow back in those muscles. That might help. Boulder says, I don't like graham crackers. I just like the idea of graham crackers. Holy shit, it's the grunge. If you go with that name scheme for your whole team, please name one Pokemon Z's and Z-Nuts. You're pushing yourself and you're still sore. It usually means improvement and muscle growth. Fap commits tax fraud. Let's go. It's not actually tax fraud. I'm calling the IRS. That face when you're on the grind. Hello, Echo. Oh, happy first day of February for you. It's still the 31st here. January was okay. I did a lot of work. Should I continue to work out even if I'm in pain? I would say be gentle. Don't go into like a hard workout. Try walking, maybe treadmill, yoga, something like that, like a recovery workout. Just in case Fab get ready to get audited. No, it's not tax fraud. It's if you're traveling for work, it's part of a write-off. If you can, maybe sketchbook swap as a part of it. Oh, that's fun. Fluffy says genuinely not sure if Fab got my joke. Which joke? It was fun. I wonder what your next Pokemon theme will be in your next game. I feel like I'm always just doing food. I always try not to, and then it's just food again. Have you seen the latest video on Pokemon JP on Instagram? Give me cool. I don't think so. Florian says, sorry Vap, but ooh, you're not furry enough for this con. Bye! I like turned off all my alert box, all my like panel joint redeems because I needed to focus on this stream, and then I'm not doing that. It's hard. Okay, I'm gonna focus. I'm focusing. Let's see. Theme for my team. No, I got you, Mecca. I just feel like whatever I try to do, I'm always like, I'm gonna do a different theme this time, and then it always ends up being food. I'm just very hungry. I forgot to put one of these Skittles on here. Or Sir Skittles, excuse me. Alright. Oh, and of course we've got the bottle cap down here. I'm gonna make it a golden bottle cap. I feel like that's appropriate. I don't know why, but this song, it's a Pokemon song, but it reminds me of a Kingdom Hearts song. It's got that sort of like woodwind vibe to it, you know what I mean? Let's see. I had a sketchbook swap as a high point at MFF. Joke is in the mail, she should get it in 3 to 4 business days. I saw a dolphin and a goth worm on a string. If you read your Pokemon list on the LBD's nuts. No, I got it. Focus on the chat. Just checked, there's a sketchbook swap last year, scheduled at the same time as the closing ceremonies. Hungry and thirsty. Sorry, Vap, I don't give admission. Come back, you're a little Oh, come back when you're a little furrier. Boulder coming in with the Morshu quotes. Check out these board games, y'all. Oh no, Heinz Variety. Boulder was there when Morshu said it. Please, Mr. Wu, I'll do anything. Anything? And then perish. Oh, we're doing so good, you guys. We're being so normal tonight. Okay, let's give Gimmighoul, or not Gimmighoul, Rotom the little, should have a little bit of more of an outline on its body shape. I like the idea of Rotom using its little electric appendages as like real arms. I think that's really cute. Oh, it's Driftvale. Let's go! Dancing Toothless meme. I haven't yet made it to Driftvale in my White 2 version. But when I do, it's gonna be fantastic. There we go. Just kind of a light outline. Doesn't need to be overkill. Gives him a little more presence in the scene. Sneasler also needs some work on her palette. Let's see. I misheard Heinz as Heiny. We're so based in normal build. Like rear rump tuck is ours. Why does Jello have a product called Jiggler Slap? Thank you for following. Numberless. Dragon Dance! Board games I've played are Here to Slay, Explorers of the Woodlands, and King of Tokyo. Oh, my friends have King of Tokyo. Is that one good? Not this theme. Make a dancing Vap meme. What do you mean? That's what I call a fight between two male quads that are fighting over a maid. The Jiggler Slap. Here's a video I sent played earlier today. Not Crazy Buzz. You have to tag Not Crazy Buzz. Okay. It's a metal pipe falling. Okay, I can't look at links for a while. I have to focus. Pave over part of the desert so America pilled. Yeah, and it failed too. I really love that part. Where you're just out in the desert and you're like, oh, this didn't work. They tried to build condos out here and now it's a ruin and they just left it. That's the ultimate America pill right there. I think I originally had like some candies here, but I think I'm gonna erase that and just give it a little bit more room to breathe. There's enough stuff on the table without that being there. What is Vap is the only character who goes by her nickname? That's funny. In one version they find ruins, and in the other version they don't. Oh really? I didn't know that. Cute, no! Yeah, you know what? Come to think of it. Okay, so back when my ex and I were together, he got black 2 and I got white 2. So I think I just never noticed that that was the case. That's really interesting. Huh. Every day I learn some more. Oh yeah, I was gonna do like a, what's it called? A glass of something here. I'm gonna paint that part next. Had a little reference open for a glass of something. I think I just, well, trying to think about like the colors here, like what color I want that to be. It's surrounded by a lot of orange, so I don't think I want it to just be another glass of Dr. Pelipper. But I also don't want it to be the Mountain Dew Gong because that's like a greenish yellow and there's a lot of green here. I guess I could just make it, well, no, that won't work. It could just be a glass of water? I think initially it was like sort of like a, maybe like a glass of whiskey or something that has like ice cubes in it, but I don't think I actually like finished that thought, you know? I just kind of jotted it down. You know what, I can start with the simplest piece of work on here, which is just outlining the glass, and we can put its contents in later. There we go. And there's gonna be something in this bowl. I think originally I was planning for that to be like a bowl of like peanut M&Ms, but since there's a bag of Sir Skittles already on the table, I'm thinking maybe this could be like popcorn or maybe like chocolates. What do you guys think should be in here? Let me read up here. Sorry, Babby, your furriness is in another con. The creator said they won't use AS for voices anymore. A glass of chemical vomiting up blood. I'm a little bastard, I don't care. He's not vomiting blood, he's just getting wine drunk on a Tuesday night. Baja Blast. Make it an old-fashioned. I do love an old-fashioned. That's a superpower, Fluffy. He needs to go to the hospital. I got very lucky. Dinner mints for her share. 2 prizes in Tom Nook's raffle. Double the prizes. I didn't even know that was possible. Sorry, 1 second. I clipped my hair back. It keeps falling in my face. Cookies! A bowl of cookies. I've never had a bowl of cookies before. That's intriguing. 1 pound bowl of Ferrero Rocher. Yeah, it costs $75. Okay, Baja Blast I actually might go with. I like that. That's funny. That's like a little joke with me. To me. A self-joke. And that it's a more blue color than the board is, so I think that's fine. There we are. A beautiful, beautiful Baja Blast. Double the price, double the fun. Gimigo lives only in the finest luxury. A full suit of samurai armor and a covered wagon. Those were the prizes. Holy cow. They needed the covered wagon to transport the armor. Blast that Baja Vap. Bowl full of gummy teddy ears, says for Dratini. That's adorable. Baja Blast! Your suggestion for what to put in the bowl at first? I also thought that's what he meant. Put a full suit of samurai armor and a covered wagon in the bowl. Oh my gosh, I'm dying. Let me think for a second. You guys have an epic and giggle at my expense. Pole for putting a suit of armor in the bowl. That's my favorite snack. I don't know about y'all, but it's just good, you know? It really satisfies. Wow, this is a really long cut of Drift Veil. Hang on a second, I think this video might have switched over to a loop of Drift Veil or something. No, they just put this song in here for 8 minutes straight. Pretty cool. Every other song in this playlist is on here for like 4 minutes. Samurai Snickers. Keep it like this. Sandshrews little face. Good 100-hour loop Drift Veil song. Drift Veil is just long. You're just hungry. You're not you when you're extremely well armored. If you're a tank ball, that would be true. I was doing somewhere funny with that. Tank ball. What is a tank ball? L plus ratio plus tank ball. I don't know what we're talking about anymore. Oh, Blad. If you're a tank Blad. I got you now. I know what we're talking about. Fuck, Seagull Griffin. Okay, no, I need to stop looking at links. I said I was gonna stop and then I just kept doing it. Isn't that just modern life? Okay, I want to do like a dark green sort of a checkerboard pattern on the table. I want this dark green to be a little bit more blue, like a sea green or like a pine green, something like that. Also, what is this song from? It's in a nostalgic Pokemon music playlist, but I don't recognize it. It sounds like some kind of like a Wi-Fi connectivity type tune. I'm gonna go double check. I'm the one that's a playlist. I don't know why I'm asking you guys. This is A Ferris Wheel Ride Together from Black and White. Oh yeah, it's the one where N like kind of awkwardly, like you think he's hitting on you, but then he's just like, I'm the king of Team Platinum or whatever, or Team Plasma. And you're like, oh okay. Pretty cool stuff. What a special experience you have. There's so many nice like quality of life adjustments in Black 2 and White 2. And one of them that comes to mind that I really have been enjoying is just the X transceiver actually has like some properties that you might desire. Like you can call Bianca and she will check your Pokemon's friendship level just on the phone, which is great if you're trying to raise a happiness-based evolution. The professor will like tell you about your Pokedex. Sharon will tell you about, I think evolution methods or something like that. It's like pretty handy overall. Because I remember the X transceiver being a little bit of like, it's just a plot device in Black and White. Where it's just kind of there for NPCs to like harass you into doing the plot. But they made it more of a Pokegear type thing in this one, which I really like. Together. Let me catch up here. Either played Driftveil twice or Driftveil's longer than I remember. Bladder's Gate. Remember when I had Vat play the song for Booster's Tower for 30 minutes straight and no one said anything about it? Last night, Pokemon Journey episode is the Marshtomp one. I have not watched Pokemon Journey in a while. Pure beginning tank music. I thought the drinks were a different flavor of Mountain Dew. They're just really dedicated, I guess. This is a Mountain Dew household. What's the brand that owns Mountain Dew? Is it Pepsi? This is a PepsiCo household. I wonder what Pepsi would be called in the Pokemon world. Is there a Pokemon that's name sounds like Pelipsy? That's nothing. Piplupsy. Let me know in the comments if you think of a better joke than that. Please. I'm desperate. Alright, this board's starting to come together. Boy, this is a long Ferris wheel ride, huh? Alright. There we go. Got our nice little checkerboard pattern going, looking good. Just gonna lighten up some of these squares that came out on the darker side. Yeah, this is looking cute. It is green, I swear. The camera's just not doing it. Would you go on a date with N? It was a date, you just didn't know it. There's definitely romantic tension with N. Here's a good playlist for tanks. I mean, Tank Blood. Tank Go Bald. Ball Go Hole. I swear, if that's Crazy Bus Blade. Most tanks don't have hair. Most tanks don't have a dedicated music either, your point, Delta. We're all Pepsils? Pepcells? That's Code Red Mundo. When I think of dedicated music, feels like discrimination against certain vehicles. Vap, I have one! Baja Lucha Blast! Yay, you did it! Even the most insane buses have their own music. Baja Lucha Blast is really good. Pipsy! PPC! It's hard to say. The Ferris wheel is coming to a stop. Please leave your belongings under your seat and I'll take them to you later. This is a long Ferris wheel ride with this large mountain man who's commenting on how hot it is and if I have a lover. Why is that in the game, says Boulder. You need to let people know it's Baja Blast. Shiba, thank you for subscribing for 8 months. It's 3 a.m. here. I have no idea how I got here. Shiba's just stumbling in through the door, just confused, muddled. Well, thank you for subscribing, Shiba. It's good to see you. I hope you're getting some sleep at some point. Remember when Vap drank Peep Silk? Pep Silk on the stream. Peep Silk is silk produced by a peep worm. What am I saying? I need to work. Okay, I'm opening the references again. Where's my Sneasler? That's Skittles, that's not Sneasler. There she is. Okay. I need to make her little face mask thing a little bit darker. Sort of a grayish purple. God, Sneasler would look so weird without the face mask. I kind of want to like make that in Photoshop just to experience it. She'd look so naked. She really needs this. What if it's just makeup and she like puts it on every morning? A haunting thought, truly. There we go, that's looking good. Peepsy milk. I have an iPad and Apple Pencil. I'm not used to it. Oh, that's nice. I've heard that's a good way to draw. Did you just drink the Peepsy? As in the Peeps Pepsi was an actual product you could buy at actual stores. I think I just drank it. And cursed knowledge someone made a wine out of Peeps. Oh, did it come out good? The music changed to the most I have lactose intolerance kicking in and thus have many regrets song ever. Remember when we witnessed Bianca's traumatic backstory and absolutely lost it? Oh man, that was painful. I don't like that DS Blade. I'm having trouble sleeping since I work tomorrow. Doing headshots life as a photographer is weird. Oh, I hope it goes well. That sounds exciting. What if Vat puts on her frills every morning? Here's the thread. I don't recall much of the NFE run of white. Me neither. Isn't that weird? Oh, I think I've seen this Peeps thing before. This looks really familiar to me now that I'm looking at it. Okay. Sneasler's eyes need a little more red to them. Yeah, the Pokemon White playthrough was like weirdly, like it just kind of went by in this like blur. I don't know what was up with that. It was like a lot of sessions. It was like, I don't know, 15 or 11 sessions or something. It was, you know, more than double digits. Or not more than double digits. It was in the double digits, I should say. That would be insane if I did triple digits of Pokemon White. At that point, you should just unsubscribe. Sneasler's mouth. And Cyndaquil. Gimme-Ghoul. And then we need Vap's mouth to have a little bit of logic to it, even though it is kind of popping off of her face. We won't worry about that. It's fine. She's living by Ed, Edd n Eddy logic. Just kind of don't worry about it. Whoops, Sneasler's mouth is escaping. There we go. Sneasler applying her mask makeup. Yeah, you just kind of blast it on there. There we go. Don't tell the guy I'm working with that most of the poses he'll be doing are JoJo poses. Shuffle music. I was looking for this song. Well, I remember Cucklet for sure. That takes me back to grunting sounds of frustration. Stupid Mega Gengar. Future electric bike Pokemon and marching balls Pokemon are coming to unite. What is the future electric bike Pokemon? Oh, yes. I know what you're talking about. I guess that is what it is, isn't it? Huh. I just never thought about it that way. That's really funny. Let's see. What do I want to do next here? Ah, this is a great song. Mystery Dungeon, let's go! I think I'm just gonna make this bowl like chocolate and like white chocolate, like I don't even know how to describe this. But those little like puffs, they're almost like a cheese puff, but they're like chocolate? Do you know what I'm talking about? Can anyone even hear me? Am I real? God. Oh man. Just like some kind of a dessert puff. A puffy dessert. They make them. Like a corn puff, you know? There we are. Looking good. I wonder how many people are even gonna get the Sandyland joke. I had to check with Clay. I was like, hey, do you know what Candyland is? And he was like, yeah, I do. And he was born in the year 2000, so I'm still hep with the jive. The kids today know what Candyland is. And if they don't, this will just look like they're playing a nonsensical game called Sandyland, and that's not my problem. I will simply have to live with it. I think Vap's eyes need a little bit of a definition here. Yeah, that's looking good. I'm gonna work on the Dr. Pelipper bottle a little more, I think. Where's that tab? On my 6,000 tabs. There we go. Marching balls phalanx, I know is coming. I love my motorcycle dragon Pokemon. Hi Shizuka, how are you? Both of them are out on the test server. Passing out now. Good night. Good night, Shiba. Good luck tomorrow. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Mr. Beast. I was about to say, why is there a random furry in the VapChat emotes? That's not a random furry. Put some respect on the name. That's Zyler, my special Zy guy. My beloved boy. Let's see. Are we all reals as Flare? Are we early VapChat? Are we early chat GPT prototypes? How can we be real if our Vaporeons truly aren't real? Flare says, it kind of explains why we all say a bunch of nonsense. Wasn't Candyland made into a cartoon movie? I don't recall. Sounds about right. I don't remember either. His name is Zyler Pump Mode. Okay, I can't click on links. I have to focus. I have to. You guys can enjoy the links amongst yourselves, but I cannot be party to such things. I must focus on bringing my creation to life. chocolate puffs on the table, looking good. Pretty soon I actually need to do the table itself. I think I'm gonna do the board first so that I can sort of work outward to keep the color palette loosely harmonious. This is like what the hands do in Skyrim when you're like about to cast a fire spell. They just kind of pulse in front of you. Let's see. Among Us. Everyone in the painting should be drinking a woo root beer but deny Vapa glass. Which background music is this? I think this is... It's from Sun and Moon. It's that little like port town on Pony Island, I think. Master hand and crazy hand motions. Do you know the meme at the table with people and one of them is passed out on the floor? I don't know. That sounds vaguely familiar. Okay, how am I gonna decorate this board? I think... I want it to be like a sort of a dark tan color. Because it is Sandyland after all. It's like a desert-themed board game. That's the gist of what I'm going for here. So I'm just gonna mix up some sort of a neutral tan color. Because, I mean, I don't want people to get too lost in the details of what this board game is, because that's not actually important. I know what this is from. This is from Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I think this is Ecritique. Such a good cover. Frankly, for picking up white too, I'm just proud of myself for not playing Heart Gold and Soul Silver for the 7,000th time. That's my victory as an adult. I really thought about it. I was looking at it like, maybe this time it'll be different. But if you've played something enough times, it can't be different anymore. I know the like Sandshrew markings on this board are disappearing, but they will pop back out later. Fear not. One of the things that's really good about Black 2 and White 2 is just like the variety of Pokemon that you have access to. I think they did a really, really, really good job at expanding the Pokedex and putting Pokemon in locations that feel very natural to them, which I'm sure is not easy, but it didn't ever feel like contrived that they put new Pokemon onto the map. By the time you get to like the second or third gym, you just have so many choices, which is really refreshing. Because I think that was one of the weaknesses of Gen 5, like Vanilla, Black and White. There's a lot of Pokemon in the decks, but it takes a little while to actually get to them. Let me catch up here. Notice Dratini has a little piece in their mouth. Yeah, they're eating it. Dungeons and Dragons, but Pokemon. Wait, this is a choking hazard. Who's watching this child? This is cute. I have another name for it. For Vap, it's a Piglon ornament, a top hat, and a monocle. Replying to King of Tokyo, it's a fun and fast to medium-paced board game play. What do you think it should be called? I'm gonna make everyone hate me for this. Oh no. Esteemed hams. Oh, that's really bad. Echo says the goal is simple. Either you stand as last man standing by defeating others' HP, or you reach 20 victory points first. Okay, that's a reasonable goal. If you played Gold, Silver, and Crystal, or Heart Gold and Soul Silver, what theme would or could you do to make it different? If you played Gold, Silver, Crystal, Heart Gold, and Soul, what theme could or would you do to make it different? Are you asking like which song I would change from Gen 2? That's incredible. Full marks. I have approval. World of Pal people made fan art of that. Oh boy, I'm sure they have. I'm trying to think. I really liked all the music in Gen 2. I thought that the Heart Gold and Soul Silver redo of Dragon's Den is really cool. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about theme music. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Yeah, my bad, because I was thinking about music. If I played a Gen 2 game on stream, I think maybe I would have to use Pokemon that I don't like, because at this point, like, that's the only thing I really haven't done in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I've played it so many times, and I've used everything that I like. So I'd have to, like, I'm trying to think. I would have to, like, get rid of my starter. I'd have to trade for that Onyx in the first town. I'd have to catch a Bellsprout. I don't really like the Bellsprout family. Maybe a Snubbull. What else do I not like? I don't really like Magnemite family that much. Piloswine? I could play with a Piloswine. There's like only a handful of things in that dex that I don't touch. Let's see. What about a randomly generated team? Oh, that could be fun. Get your least favorite starter. I like all this Gen 2 starters. Blade says, speaking of changing Gen 2 music, I think it's great that Cyanoid and Ecruteak have separated songs. They sound the same but have a different instrument. I agree. How? You don't like Bellsprout or Snubbull? How do you not like Magnemite? It's not that I don't like them. I like them as Pokemon. I think I have tried to play with them before in-game and didn't find it very fun. But I like them. As, like, designs, I mean. Starters in Johto are weird because your first gym isn't rock. Use Pokemon designed by chat for better or for worse. Better idea. Randomizer and maybe partial Nuzlocke. Randomizers are fun. And only Eevee run. Try Fool's Gold as a change of pace. Do you recall that one? Yeah, I remember you telling me about it. That could be fun. Randomize your starter and just use that one only. Oh god. The fear. Yeah, I'm really getting down to the most challenging part of big scenes like this, big paintings like this, in that, like, eventually you have to start making big decisions about the overall, like, background and stuff, like that part of the color palette, and it needs to, like, remain harmonious with the rest of the image. Oh boy, sometimes it's definitely easier than others. This is a bit of a hard one. Okay, so I know I talked about making the table like bright red, but I actually am now feeling like that wouldn't work because there's a lot of warm colors on the table. Maybe I could make the background like a reddish color. Actually, let me just pull up a reference image of dogs playing poker and see if I can like learn anything from that. Dogs playing poker. Oh, interesting. Dogs playing poker is like a very cool color palette. Except for the red lamp. Ooh, the red lamp. I like that. Yeah, maybe I'll just do it this way. Okay, I'm onto something here. I should get a painting of dogs playing poker in my new house. It's telling when Porygon is used as the surf mod for 75% of all your teams. It's really great at making consider Pokemon you don't normally use. Good, I was gonna say you disappointed them. Fun fact, Magnemite is the first sitting cutie I ever got. Aww, I do like Magnemite. Yeah, no, I shouldn't have said I don't like it. Some Pokemon I just don't enjoy playing with is a better way to put it. Let's see. Starter only is still easy as long as you grind. Normal Pokemon only run on the other hand. Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Soul Link would still be fun. See if Clay would do that with you or something. What is that? A Soul Link run? Tell me about that. You have to use X attack. Oh, I like never use those items. Whitney is always hard. Okay, yeah, I think the red lamp I really like. I like this being sort of a reference to dogs playing poker. I think that's pretty funny. The longer I've been working on it, the more it like has looked that way to me. I don't think that was maybe the initial intention that Mecha had, but maybe, I don't know. I guess it feels like any scene that you do of a whole bunch of people playing a game at a table seems to get a little bit of dogs playing poker going on in it. Yeah, it's a nice bright, like cherry or candy red. Nice. Looking good. And the background of dogs playing poker is like a dark purplish blue, which is pretty cool looking. Let's see, explosion, hyper beam are overrated. Stab explosion, Snorlax hurts. None of the starters when fighting moves. I'm not sure it learns explosion in Gold Silver Crystal. You can get a Machop in Goldenrod by trading for it, and that's pretty easy to beat Whitney with. Assign rules to a d20. Every time you enter a new city, roll the d20 and add the rule. Oh my gosh. Ooh, that's rough. And then you just scream and scream and scream. Okay, so the table in Dogs Playing Poker is one of those classic, like, fuzzy poker tables, the fuzzy green ones. I don't think I want to put that much green in this image. Maybe. Well, no, I don't think that's good. I think the table should be a warm color. Maybe I will make the table this, like, candy red color, and then the background can be, like, a really muted color, so the focus is clearly on the foreground and the critters and not everything else. If you ever wondered what painting is like, if you're not a painter, this is what it's like. You just think, what if I did this? No. And just times infinity. Let's see. I need a bigger image of dogs playing poker. There we go. Finally. The huge dog poker image I deserve. Johto Generation is the only gen I have to make efforts in catching other Pokemon in order to have appropriate moves to deal with gym leaders. Yeah, it's an odd pool of available Pokemon. I like to scream too, says Bladebap. Most Pokemon, you just grind your starters. The dex is too small in Gen 2. What about one-type challenges? I guess you could do that with normal Pokemon in Gen 2. Because there's Sentret, Pidgey, Rattata, Snubble is not fairy type yet, Meowth is usually accessible. What else is normal type in Gen 2? Stantler, that would be 6. Yeah, you could do a normal type team. You can only use Pokemon you own plushes, says Kiwi. Fool's Gold fixes that. Kiwi's got a good idea. Johto is basically a direct sequel to the Kanto region. Only Pokemon you have plushes of, that's really funny. Once again, my hair is escaping the clip. I think I'm just not very good at clipping it, honestly. I don't think I'm doing this right. It's just, this is the first time I've had long hair in so long. I was a child last time I had hair this long. Togepi is in Johto now. Oh yeah, it is. Canon, Gold, Silver, and Crystal having stuff like most of the dark types in Pikachu and Kanto only is kind of weird. It's super weird that Houndour and Murkrow and Sneasel and stuff are so hard to get in those games is wild. Okay, I'm gonna work on Sneasler's beautiful mug. Her face, I mean, not her drink. A little bit more of a blue color than I've indicated her here. I'll try to fix that. Just gonna mix some like really bright blue with gray. That's a bit dark, but we'll come back to it in a minute and soften it up. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a good week. I've been having kind of an odd one. Just like, I feel like, do you ever have one of those weeks where like no matter how much work you do, you feel like, oh, I'm behind. And it's like, well damn, I'm working all day. Like, how could I not, you know, like something else I can do. Yeah, just every day I feel like, oh, I should have done more. Oh. It's a very annoying feeling to have. I think it's because Clay had a doctor's appointment yesterday and he needed a driver for it, so I drove him, but then like part of the workday was just driving to an appointment, so then I like worked late to make up for it, but I didn't really feel like I caught up, and you know how it goes. Let me catch up here. Larvitar, Sneasel, and Mischievous are like, what? Sorry, playing a game on the sides is Boulder. I mentioned Soul Link before. Basically a multiplayer Nuzlocke run. You use Heart Gold, Clay uses Soul Silver. Both games are absolutely randomized in every encounter and what Pokemon the opponents use. Oh my god, that's bonkers. I made a new ghost type, so Ghastly's not alone in existing. Where should we put it? Mount Silver! Yeah, I thought Heart Gold, it was really good that they moved some of those Pokemon into the Safari Zone so you can get them like halfway through. But that's the end of the plot! Soul Silver. Mount Silver says Blade Path. You journey together in your separate copies. You both have to catch the first Pokemon you encounter in a given route, give them the same nickname. If either Pokemon in either game is knocked out, you both release it. Whoa! Savor your moment when Gengar's ability is not Cursed Body, but still levitate. I have not been having a good week, unfortunately. Delta and I are same hatting together. One big crappy hat. Gengar doesn't have anything in Gen 2. Abilities are Gen 3, remember? You could get Bidoof while Clay gets an Arceus. Both are named Nutmeg! What a beautiful sentence. Still weak to EQ. Are you going to play original Gold Silver or Heart Gold Soul Silver? Maybe someday. After I finish playing Emerald, I need to switch to a different series for a little while because I've just been playing Pokemon for months. I need to finish that scary game that I was playing on Halloween. Morty and his gym trainers are the epitome of why even bother adding Mischievous if the gym won't show it. That's true, they don't even put it in the gym. Gym Leader Flex, you can only face a gym leader with Pokemon of that gym's type. Ooh, that would be interesting. So let's think about this. The first gym wouldn't be bad because you can get Hoot Hoot and Pidgey and Spearow before Gym 1. Bugsy would be harder, but you can get either Butterfree or Beedrill, and I believe either Spinarak or Ladybug before you get to Bugsy. That's doable. I think that's reasonable. It would be hard, but you could do it. That's 2 fully evolved bugs you could challenge Bugsy with. Gym 3 would be relatively easy. Lots of normal types before then. Morty would be hard, because Ghastly is, I think, your only choice. You would just have to get, like, a Gengar. Finishing Emerald is... Fun fact, half of Johto's gyms do not showcase any new Pokemon. What about a color palette challenge? Must have Pokemon that are all different colors. Oh, that's fun. Vaportal 2 when... Hopefully soon, hopefully soon. Falconer, Bugsy, Chuck, and Morty. Flying. Bug, Fight, Ghost. 21 guns! If there's a Bobcat Pokemon, name it Bubsy. Whitney's showcases Miltank, Jasmine has Steelix, Price has Piloswine, Claire has Kingdra. Is Bugsy male or female? Mystery. I think Bugsy is a guy? I think Bugsy is just kind of non-binary, just vibing, just hanging out. Alright, I'm gonna do the little graphic on the little Sneasler's pizza box down here. I'm gonna try to make it look like the little Sneasler's design. Little Sneasler's, or Little Caesars, excuse me, has like a white artwork with like thick black lines on this orange box, and the little happy eyes, and then like a goofy smile, like that. Yeah, something like that. That's good. I like that. Kingdra is in a bad spot. It's the only new dragon they really went, we have Tyranitar, but let's not make it dragon type. Bugsy's a bug! Bugsy's a guy in canon. And Master ZX, yes. Non-binary, she's vibing. Wait, why is that auto-modded? I'm not... what? I would not blame anyone for thinking otherwise. The hair makes him look very envy. Is that the word, I think? I don't know why Automod didn't like the phrase looks very envy. It's okay to say that, Automod. Envy is not a slur. Maybe people were getting bullied on Twitch for looking at very envy. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Okay, let's give Cyndaquil a little bit of line art here to help give her some definition. There we go, looking good. Yeah, I always forget Tyranitar's type, but it is in fact Rock Dark. So, fighting type moves just make it turn into pace. I was thinking, Tyranitar is a 600 beast, so it should be a dragon. I agree. But it is, kind of iconic, just being in its own lane, doing its own weird thing. I'm sure you guys have noticed I'm stalling really hard on making a decision about how to color the table. Okay, let me just think this through one by one, actually. I feel like that is something I've done before, so I'm just gonna go by every color of the rainbow. Could I do a red table? Yes. I would have to work to make a couple things pop out, like the orange Sneasler box and the Sir Skittles, but red would work. Could I do an orange table? No, I don't think orange would work well. There's too many orange objects on the table. Could I do a yellow table? I think that would be overpowering. Could I do a green table? I think that would make the board not stand out very well. Could I do a light blue table? Yeah, but we've already got a lot of light blue in the characters. Could I do a royal blue table? I kind of like that. Royal blue's not bad. Could I do a purple table? I think that's weird. I don't think I like that. A black table? No. White table? No. Could I do like a wood, like a brown wood table? I think that'd be kind of muddy. Okay, so I think my choices are like a cherry red or a royal blue. I think those are my co-options here. I think it's just kind of a quiet Nightblade. Staying at home preparing for upcoming national election day job. Oh boy, Echo. Feels empty. Wood table, brown table, glass table. Probably watching or hearing streams but no chat. Sometimes chat moves very fast and I can't think of anything to say. What about a checkerboard table? Ooh. I think that would make it be a little too busy. I don't dislike the idea of doing a wooden table, but I feel like... What if it was like a birchwood table? Like a white... Like a light... Let me look up birchwood table and see if I can find a good reference. Because I don't want there to be too much brown in this image. I think that might be overpowering. Let's see if I can add another tab to my insane group of tabs. Birchwood table. Yeah, this is kind of nice. I'd have to make the background very, like, intense, I think, so that there was nice contrast between the light wood table and the background, but I think that could work. A gray table? Gray marble table? Wow, that'd be fancy. playing their Sandyland in the Coliseum. That's pretty cool. Colored with Trevenant color palettes. Or a painted gray wooden table. Huh. Yeah, sorry, give me a second. I'm just like deep in thought right now. I'll be right back. I'm just thinking. Painting is hard. For some reason, I just really feel like blue and red are the way to go here. I don't know why I feel that. I guess because I've put so much, little like motifs of blue and red in this. It just feels correct. And I want all the little like colorful details on the table to stand out. Art is hard. Also collecting my will to draw. I can only draw properly on phone or in pencil. Oh, have you been drawing on your phone, Hyper? You're so good for drawing on your phone. That's amazing. Painting is hard. How about drawing and designing? Making cartoons is easy. My Arceus. What if the table has a tablecloth? Yeah, I'm thinking it would have to be that type of thing if it's going to be colorful. I don't think they make a lot of super brightly colored tables. Maybe they do. I don't know. Whoops, the music is done. Music, come back. I need you. Please. I can't think without my little tunes. Here we go. GameCube and Wii era. Fruitager era Y2K nostalgia mix. Whoa! That's crazy. Hyper says, I draw stuff on my Galaxy S22 Ultra. It has a Wacom pen now. Wow, that's really impressive. I didn't know that. Is it a garden party? Says Echo. I think they're indoors because there's this lamp here. Oh, a garden party though. That's pretty adorable. Oh, that's cute. What if they're like outside at like like a table out in the backyard? Oh, why is that so cute? Oh my gosh, that's really enchanting me. That's like the ultimate fantasy, having a little garden party with your friends. I'm not a GameCube player, so this will be unfamiliar background music, says Echo. I think it's all just kind of like general Wi-Fi connectivity music, which is pretty funny. Fruitager Arrow is an aesthetic that's been catching up on the internet lately. Windows Vista UI, eye candy is peak Fruitager Arrow. Wow, I'm learning something today. Huh. I did not know that. Yeah, what if I did... Let me try this out. I don't know what these are called, but you know those like string lights that you can hang out in the garden? The like big bulbs, the brown... I think they're called Edison lights or something like that. Garden party is just a very adorable idea. See, what if there was just kind of like little string lights out here like this? Because I don't want them to be like in the dark. I feel like this is a very colorful, bright scene. So they could be outside at night, but like with all the lights on them. I think that could be very cute. I usually don't stream this part of the process because it's very boring. I apologize. I usually have, when I'm doing my big paintings, there's usually, you know, at least a solid hour of me just kind of going like, I don't know what to do next. I usually pretty carefully time my streams around this stage in the process, but sometimes it gets me, you know? Let's see. Make a big window in the background showcasing grass bug flying Pokemon peeking through the windows. Oh, that's adorable. There's an entire sub about it. Wow, background is a thing of its own. I think I want to keep the background relatively like orderly because there's so much happening on the table. I don't want to overwhelm the scene. I rarely draw backgrounds anymore, says Echo. Thank you for following Art by Marco. I don't really like the way I did these lights, but I like the idea of them being there. Maybe they just need to be farther away so they don't like crowd out this main light that's hanging down here. Yeah, let me brush these eraser shavings off. There we go. Okay, well, while I'm thinking, while I'm agonizing and pondering, I can draw these little choco puff things. All the ones that aren't a dark brown are gonna be like a light tan color. It almost looks like a bowl of Reese's Puffs, just by sheer accident. It's kind of funny. Oh, it's the marine tube. Top of the soda can. Good. Arby Marker says, hello, I'm a sucker for Pokemon. It looks beautiful and cute. Well, thank you very much. Welcome to the rap chat. I am also a sucker for Pokemon art. Go figure. Okay, I need to pull up a picture of Surskit for the Sir Skittles package. There's supposed to be one on there. Oh yeah, it has a yellow head. I forgot about that. I'm glad I checked the reference. Okay, so the body is a nice bright blue. Like so. And it's got 4 little legs, and then the yellow cap on top, like that. There we are, that's better. I'll put the yellow cap on in just a minute. Alright, sleep tight, Blade. Thanks for hanging out. Hyper's showing me the background. That looks good. That type of scene is difficult. Don't forget to hydrate. Thank you, Echo. I shan't. It's time to sleep. Send a crazy bus before you go. Drawing checkerboards is very hard, Echo. Very time consuming. One of the hardest things I've talked about before, but one of the hardest things I find for drawing is soccer balls. Soccer balls are devastatingly hard sometimes. You look at it and you're like, how hard could it be? And then the reality sets in. It's rough. Alright, there's some little chip crumbs on the table. Looking good. Some little stray pencil marks here and there. Not an artist, but I can think of something even harder. Hands! Oh gosh, yeah, I still don't know how to draw hands. I don't think that's possible for me. There's no hands. A 0.1 centimeter difference, and I have to start the whole thing again. Hands, proportions, poses, heads. Yeah, art is just really hard. I mean, it's like, it's fun, but oh my god. They gotta take it easy out there. I gotta make this stuff easier. That's the platform that I'll run on if I ever run for president. Let's make art easier. Someone should be working on this. Okay, the bottle up here needs a little bit of texture. The white part of the bottle should have some shine. Whatever's behind it will be kind of shining through ultimately, but I just haven't really gotten to that part yet. Gotta give it a little bowdy first. Appreciate and take time. I can draw the international football soccer pattern just fine, but the curvature is the hard part. I don't find drawing hands that hard anymore. I used to, but I got used to that. Yeah, practice makes perfect, unfortunately. One of the harshest truths in life. Really puzzling myself here continually. It's like really hard when you like change your mind on the approach for a painting, like partway through. If you kind of just have a vision and you stick to it, it's much easier, but I really feel like partway through this I got a different idea for how I wanted to do the background. My hands are okay, says Hyper. Let's see. Yeah, those are good. Recognizable, they got the thumbs, everything lines up. It's impressive. Oh, I guess I could color in the Sandyland like manual. That needs to have color. It's just completely blank right now. I'm gonna put the green from the checkerboard on there. It's got like a green spine and like a green border. It goes up and around like so. Same thing with this side, green border. And the pages are kind of fanned out. Need to go in with a smaller brush. Put the pages on there. There we go. Oh, hello, Clef. How are you? My reads are closed, otherwise this is my viewers here. Oh, are they really? Huh, I thought I had them, just turned off to, like, non-followers, maybe, or something like that. Whoops, I need to go check that. That's very funny and unfortunate. Well, thank you for letting me know anyways. I hope your stream went well. Where would I even find that? I'm gonna have to fix that after the stream. Oh gosh, I wonder how many people have tried to raid me and been like, what the heck, I can't do it. Oh dear. Oh dear. Something's been going on for a while. Where have I heard it before, says Boulder. Now it ends. Please let me raid you in the future, says Clef. I would be happy to. Thank you for letting me know. I really appreciate that. Whelp, says Echo. Yeah, whelp indeed. Oops. I'm sure I turned them off for some reasonable reason at the time, but I don't remember what it was now. Were you working on your comic tonight, Clef? And how is streaming been going for you? Are you getting used to everything? It can be quite a learning curve at the beginning, or at least it was for me. But I take a while to get used to everything. I'm a slow learner. I've like often joked that my ability would actually be slow start. The ability that Regigigas has takes me 5 turns to get anything done. And until then, I'm no good. There we go. Let's see. Clef says, I'm very tired. I'll head off. Have a great night. Alright, sleep well. Catch you later. Kiwi redeemed. Ooh, big stretch. Ooh, I noticed your stretch. Thank you very much. Ooh, I figured out how to crack my sternum recently, and I've been trying to do it again. Pokemon with guns, but Sonic did it first. Yeah, what is Shadow the Hedgehog but a Pokemon with a gun? That's a good point. Poor Shadow. He can't get any respect. Okay, there's a little detail. I think I should at least outline the paper plates a little bit. I'm picturing them using those like really flimsy paper plates that they use at like picnics that like fall apart immediately, you know what I mean? The ones that get really soggy and collapse in your hands. If I kind of encircle where each one is, I'll remember and not accidentally paint over it. So if I do paint over it, it's really funny. Their pizza is just flat on the table. Okay, there's the paper plates. gonna do like that pattern that's on Sandshrew, the like brick type pattern. Like that. There we go, little Sandshrew balls. Yeah, I'm so like deeply puzzled about how I want to approach the background. I might just straight up do it off camera. That's what I should have done in the first place, and I think I'll just work on finishing what I can finish on camera tonight. I just really want it to come out good, and I'm like not settled on a conclusion. I really like the idea of it being a garden party, but I think I need to actually pull up like references so that I get that color palette correct. God, wouldn't that be a dream? Just playing board games out in the garden. Ugh. That's all I want in life. But yeah, there's plenty to work on for now before I do the background. It's his own fault for having a Mickey Mouse voice. Shadow? Shadow has a Mickey Mouse voice? I don't think he does. Does he? I don't seem to recall such a thing. Don't get me wrong, I would love if he did, but... What a great game. I would love to be in the room where the executives decided to make Shadow the Hedgehog. Just an insane decision on every level, but so iconic. Alright, here's the Dr. Pelipper. Dab that in a little bit. I also need to revisit this wine. There we are, looking a little redder. He definitely did when you voiced him. Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough, yes. Those hands look good! I forgot that I voiced him when we played The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. I was thinking, like, when did I play a Sonic game? But I definitely did do that. How easily we forget. The passage of time. Oh, let's give Sneasler some pupils. That would be good, I think. Sneasler has black pupils that are, like, right in the middle of the red part of her eyes. And I'm also gonna go over her face makeup and make it a little bit more easy to see. It's kind of fading out. Yeah, I guess technically I have played the 4 big Nintendo franchises on this stream. I've technically played a Sonic game. I played a Paper Mario game, so that's Mario. I played Pokemon, of course, and I've played a Zelda game, so I'm a true gamer. I've played them all. In the most ass-backwards way possible, but still, it counts. The gamer police can't stop me. Okay, there we go. The Murder of Mr. Needlemouse. Time is a flat round shape for sure. Mousehold plushie! Boulder Dash got the Mousehold plushie. Sonic isn't Nintendo though, it's Sega. Oh! Okay, it's the publishing that mixed me up. Yeah, that's what it is. I was gonna say, Sonic is Nintendo in terms of how it's released, but yeah, okay, fair enough. He definitely lost that culture war. Poor Sonic. He tried so hard. I feel like in an alternate universe, there are several brands that were like in competition in the 90s and 2000s. Like, imagine, what am I trying to say here? Imagine an alternate universe where like Sonic did win the video game console war and came out on top instead of Mario, and like Neopets became like a major brand, you know, all that stuff. And there's people out there living in that world like, man, wouldn't it be weird if Neopets wasn't popular? I'm gonna work on the Skittles bag. That needs some detail for sure. I'm gonna be getting so many weird ads on my computer after looking at all these brands. Okay, Skittles packaging is extremely red, so that should be pretty easy. Though it's a little bit more of a purpley red. It's not like a cherry red, so I'll darken it up slightly. And it's got like a darker edge on it, a little bit. And the part that's under Vap's arm would definitely be casting shadow. The actual like writing Sir Skittles is going to be in white, so that'll pop up later. Need to put a little bit of shadow like inside the bag. That's not the hedgehog, that's the concept. The Skittles are kind of falling out from where the package has been opened up. Like so. Nice. And yes, I did just say nice to myself. I am my own biggest fan. There we go. Give me a little bit of outline here. Just a little. There we go. It's looking better. Maybe like the front of his face, too. Yeah! I bet this is the only time anyone's ever drawn Gimme Ghoul with a glass of wine. Let's see. Waiting for Mousehole to drop. Oh, the Tandem Mouse plushie. You're right, you're right, you're right. Wow, that's a really good post hyper. Sonic won the brand war. Digimon became big instead of Pokemon. Neopets and Webkins swap places for whatever that's worth. Oh man, can you imagine living in a world where Digimon was the #1 franchise like Pokemon is? That's bonkers. I can't even fathom what that would be like. Shadow the Concept. My favorite character, Shadow the Concept. Hi, Masamune, how are you? What would Vap be in this AU? Truly a flotsam. Okay, what? You guys probably know Digimon better than I do. What Digimon do you think is the most interchangeable for Vaporeon? I need real answers only. I only know a couple Digimon. I know there's the Ladybug one. There's the little cat. Some other stuff, probably. The cat with gloves. That's the one I like. Glove cat. Gatitomon. I can see people are posting in the chat right now. I knew you guys knew more about Digimon than I do. I'm putting down the little, like, sandy path that you take through the desert in Sandyland. Kind of comes around like this. Up and over. It's funny, I played so much Candyland as a kid, but it really is like a nothing game. You just like, you don't have any influence over the game. You just kind of go. Maybe that's why I liked it as a kid. It's just like pure chance. You just kind of keep going and what happens, happens. No rules, just vibes. Just candy and land. Under and around. And there we go. I think I'm gonna outline that little like star destination in this same color so it blends in a little more. There we go, looking good. And then I'll go in and lighten up some of the pathway here so it's not that distracting. Yeah, there we go. That looks like a real board game. You could play that game. Okay. I love Rosemon though. This is art by Marco. Oh, Mark says, I didn't know you were here. What's Gamamon? Okay, hang on. I'm pulling up my phone here. Okay. Rosemon. Ooh, so fancy. Okay, Gamamon is... Oh, little Triceratops fella. He's so cute. Gatomon. My Digimon knowledge is Agumon. I have a certain answer I want to say, but I won't, says Delta. Based on certain people's reason for liking Vaporeon that isn't stream safe. I remember what some Digimon look like, but I could not name them. Masamune says, Gamamon, I'm thinking, not too knowledgeable on Digimon. I guess it's a little Sealy thing. Close enough, right? Wait, hang on. G-O-M-A-M-O-N. Oh, this guy. This guy. Yeah. This little, yeah, this guy. He's very cute. The Eevee version of Digimon. Angelamon. Oh, wow. It really can evolve into a lot of different directions. Vmon. Angela Anaconda, oh god. Candyland is adjacent to Snakes and Ladders. Thank you for following, Dagonar. Dagonar? Aw, this little seal guy is really cute. I have a random memory where an old friend of mine somehow turned Candyland into zombie survival. For the life of me, I don't remember anything about it, says Edith. Wow. Bergamon, that's so cute. I'm back, says Echo. Hello, did the stream stop? Not on my end. I saw something went quiet, did not mute the stream. Weird. I wonder why. I've been talking the whole time. Okay, so yeah, Gamamon is the little seal guy, but I like this guy. I think his name is Gamamon. I typoed this little like Triceratops guy. To me, this actually kind of looks like that because it has the frill and the horns and the little dumb hands. So I think maybe this one would be Vap in Vap Comics. I really like this little guy. What fucked up disasters does he evolve into? I need to find out. He's a Ceratopsian. Horn attack. Triceratops. Hang on, sorry, this is so confusing. Gamamon evolution chart. There we go. Oh, he just turns into horrifying beasts, doesn't he? Just awful, really. Just a mess. Wezen Gamamon, Beetle Gamamon, Kaus Gamamon, Golas Gamamon. Oh my god, he just turns into crazier and crazier mechs. Gamamon, baby! Had to reload. Vap travels to alternate dimension arc. And the latest Digimon Ghost game, a spinoff. What effed up things this evolved into? Holy shit, that caught me off guard. That's just the most reliable thing about Digimon. The cuter the monster, the most disastrous it becomes as it gets older. It's just a given. And I respect them for that, frankly. It's a bold choice. Yeah, they either become very, very effed up or they become very sexy. They really have a definitive brand identity. Okay. Definitely starting to get some more definition on some of these objects, which I think is good. Everything was looking a little soft and flat before. Maybe that was why I was having some trouble picking background colors. It's really hard to figure out where you're going before you've done like a little bit of shading and stuff. This is helping. The orange bowl. Yeah, this looks so much like Reese's Puffs. Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs. Eat it up, eat it up, eat it up, eat it up. Oh my gosh, that was really funny. I did not intend to make a bowl of Reese's Puffs on the table, but you know what? It's there. And Reese's Puffs are good. I'll say it. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to to be politically incorrect. That's nothing. Sorry. Oh man. I don't know why that makes me laugh so much. People like misattributing being politically incorrect to statements that have nothing to do with politics. Oh man. Gamamon is too baby and precious. I'd watch a stream of Vap trying the first Digimon World game. My old roommate left a Digimon game here. I think it's Digimon Cyber Sleuth, maybe? To have comment on Bergamon. I did, I love it. It's so cute. Welcome to Digimon Vap. I like the little Devilmon. His name is Demimon. It evolves into Devimon. One just became a straight up person when it evolves. Check Marine Angemon. Okay. That was close. It's called Devimon. Eat him up, eat him up, eat him up, eat him up. Okay, Marine Angemon. Aww. baby. He's like a little, what are these things called? Like sea angels or something? And I love this guy. Chithalamon. This is what Zubat would be! Oh my god, this is Zubat! Look at the colors are even correct. Oh, I've gotta draw the Vapcast as Digimon. I screenshotted that so I'll remember to look into that later. That's so cute. Oh my gosh. Cereal snacks for toddler Dratini. I actually don't like Reese's Puffs. Feel sick after eating them as a kid. Yeah, they're definitely peak chemicals. Kiwi says, Vap's not afraid of the woke mob. She'll speak the truth of breakfast cereal. Fluffy says, oh, this is looking cute. Thank you. It's getting there. It's getting there. Favorite pastime is being historically inaccurate about Pokemon. This one is funny to me. Whoa, it's Batterymon! That image looks like how I feel after my work days. Gotta post a couple memes here, says Delta. Okay. I hate getting all political and shit, but WTF is cheese. Most Angemons are person. I hate to get political, but what the fuck is a bird? Let's see, that's spirit animal. Chunky Kong? This is cute. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna make a choice. I'm making a decision. I'm so brave, and you better clap or I'm gonna blow the building up. I'm gonna paint some background. Okay, so regardless of what color I make this stupid table, the background is going to be dark blue. I have decided. I deserve a Grammy. Or an Emmy. I don't even know what the different awards are. I deserve prizes. Give them to me. I'm losing it tonight. Okay, so I'm gonna mix up a dark, kind of a purplish blue background. I think that'll look cool. And it'll make all the foreground characters pop. It's a lot of ground to cover. So I'm gonna mix up a lot of paint. I'm running really low on my good purple, so I'm actually just straight up mixing purple by adding red the old school way, which doesn't always work. I feel like that's one thing that you learn about painting in like elementary school that throws a lot of people off, is they tell you, you know, here's the colors you mix to make such and such color. And that's only true with certain pigments is the problem. Certain types of paints and pigments, you can't mix two colors to make another because either the quality of the paint is poor or the pigments don't interact well or, you know, what have you. And it's just impossible. So people will try it later and be like, I don't get why this isn't working. It's because your paints suck. Or you need to buy a different brand or whatever. But yeah, some watercolors I can mix the color that I need, and some I just can't. It's impossible. Like, I'll never be able to mix a bright pink with base colors. I always have to buy a tube of bright pink. It's just the way things are. It's a very relaxing song. Makes me feel like I need to calm down a little. Getting too fired up about mixing colors. Banger. I think maybe what the issue is, to put it in better terms than what I said, is that the color theory and mixing that you learn in school is about the spectrum of visible light. It's not about literal paint, usually. Paint is a good way to demonstrate the way that colors interact, but your results will vary a lot depending on what type of medium and stuff you're using. Maybe I'm just a dumbass and that's my misunderstanding in school, but I remember being very frustrated when I was trying to paint and being like, why don't these things mix well? And it's because they were talking about light, not color. Those stinkers. coloring in the background like this makes it so much easier to see like where Dratini's horns are and stuff, because when the background is white, they just kind of vanish. There we go. Sorry, I can't read the chat for a couple minutes. Doing big layers of paint always takes my attention for a while because I have to keep painting while it's still wet. For anyone who's new, in case you're wondering what's going on. If you let like certain layers dry, it'll really like show. If you keep trying to paint the same area, you'll see like a dried line in between where you stopped and started. So I try to get all of one coat done in one big movement, if possible. Alright, last but not least, we're gonna get this area over by Dratini's little frills. There we go, coming together. Nice, okay. It's one corner dealt with. Take a little break and catch up. Whew. Ouch. I was sitting on my leg for too long. Vap, please clap. Vap, you can't say that. A Grammy. Blue Pog, let's go. This image would. Vap deserves a full set of samurai armor. Wow, that's a lot of Pokemon. Sassy board game Vap would make a great sticker. Quick hyper, do the Jeb meme, but it's Vap. Digimon have levels. Baby Fresh. The left or right is Japan. English version. Toddler training. Child rookie. Adult champion. Perfect ultimate. Ultimate mega. I did not know that. I'm learning. Wow, this image really does have the corollaries for all of them. This is amazing. Aw, Mew's counterpart is so cute. Oh, I love Mew's counterpart. A little baby. Articuno's counterpart looks awesome. I really like Amane and Amistar's counterparts. Wow. Lickitungs is horrifying as usual. Oh man. I like that Dodria's counterpart is just a normal bird. Oh, Abra's! Abra's is just a little guy wearing pants. I love him. Wow. Let's see. Mecha says, I will whisper or Discord it. You'll Discord what? BGM sounds like lobby password loading room or a save room. Tertiary colors are complex. That's just a theory. A color theory. Thanks for watching. Good time to understand back in junior high. With paint too, they don't tell you things like how much of each color you need to mix to make the color. For instance, if you want to brighten up a color or a color combo, you need way more white than you initially think. Yes, very true. Very, very true. That is a good point. Yeah, I remember when I took painting classes in like college, they talked about how like if you want to make light blue, don't start with dark blue and add white. Go the other direction. Start with white and add little bits of blue to it because it's so easy for white to get overpowered. Yeah, and always in painting classes, like on the list of like required supplies, they always made you get like one really big tube of white and one really big tube of black, and then all the colors you would get in like smaller quantities, but you just need a lot of white and black. Go very carefully around Rotom's little head noodle. I just remember that graham cracker ice cream and I'm sad I don't have any more. We ate all of it in like a couple days. Thank you for following. Sorry, I can't see your username at the moment, but I have the tabs dragged over the screen, but I heard the noise. I know you were there. Yeah, this will either be just the dark of being indoors and having like you're sitting at like a lit dining table, or it will be like the dark of being out in the garden at night, having like an outdoor board game during the summer. I shall decide later. That's the true hobby once you're an adult. It's just the hobby of kicking the can down the road. I got really excited the other day. Speaking of boring adult hobbies, I got really excited thinking about my moving, because that means I get to go through the linen closet and sort it. And just the thought of sorting the linen closet was just downright rhapsodic for me, just incredible. Can you imagine sorting the linens and getting rid of things you don't need anymore? And then you know where all your linens are? My cup runneth over. Currently my linen closet is, I don't even know how to describe it. Like a mosh pit dumpster fire. Because I always have too many towels and sheets and stuff to begin with. But it's not just me living here, it's also Clay's stuff and some of Holly's stuff. And then also, my two old roommates, when they moved out, didn't do a very thorough job of like going through their old linens, so they just like left a bunch of old towels and stuff here. So I have just more towels than you think one human being could possibly have in their home, and half of them are just really crappy. And I think that's pretty funny. If you're ever a guest in my house, you'll have your choice of towels. Okay, we're making progress. We're getting there. Background is getting filled in. Oh yeah, sorry, background music is too high. Let me turn that down a little bit. Okay, let me catch up here. A white colored pencil for traditional drawing. Yeah, it's very handy for blending. Also, welcome, Mooncow728. I usually go to the soft version of a dark color first for shadowing, then a harder version of dark for the base color. It takes time because if you did the wrong color, it doesn't feel good. I agree. Linen closet is a closed chair behind a door so you can't see it. Yes! It's the laundry chair of the shadows. I did defeat my laundry chair recently. You'll be proud to hear. It took much longer than I thought it would, which is I guess just evidence that I let it get a little bit out of hand. But laundry chair is no more. Now I simply just have chair. And it feels good. I deserve to have chair. I feel like my issue with laundry is like virtually never that I like literally am just wearing so much clothes. It's always that I go through stuff like sheets and towels and pillowcases at like a pretty steady clip. That is like always my issue. And then doing a load of sheets or towels always takes like a while because it's like so bulky. So God forbid I have like 2 loads of sheets to do. Is this interesting? It's not. I'm losing my mind. Let's see. Laundry baskets is Echo. My basket overflows. It's not big enough. Mooncast says, thank you for turning on the music. No problem. I didn't realize it was that loud. My bad. This art is so awesome. I recently got into watercolors. Your art reminds me that I suck. Watercolors are hard. Hey, give yourself some slack. You'll remember how it goes. Give yourself some time. I often feel like that if it's been a few months since I've picked up the brushes. I'm like, oh, I don't remember how to do this, but you'll get there. Sneasler's little tooth got painted over. There we go. Very important part of her character design. I straight up hate folding clothes as Kiwi. I'd rather leave them in a basket for all eternity. Yeah, do you, okay, so here's a question. I recently did the whole, as you guys know, I did the whole like Marie Kondo thing and got my life all organized and stuff. Do you guys, like, what percentage of your clothes do you fold versus hang up? Because the Marie Kondo book had some very specific recommendations as far as that goes, and some of them seemed a little silly to me. She wanted a lot of your stuff to be folded, and I just don't want that many of my clothes folded, because I feel like when my clothes are in the drawer, I don't remember that they're there. So I don't, like, wear them. I'll just wear whatever I see. So I need more stuff to be hung up so I can actually see it, you know? Like, I hang up my shirts and, like, tank tops, dresses, skirts. If I have any, like, fancy dress pants, I'll hang those up, but I don't usually have those. Sweaters, sweatshirts, coats. Anything I can get on a hanger is generally on a hanger. Stuff like jeans and yoga pants, that goes in a drawer because it's just easier to fold than it is to hang. And you can't really see that stuff when it's on a hanger anyway. The Marie Kondo thing also recommended folding your underwear and your socks. I was willing to go with underwear. I'll fold underwear. I will not fold socks. That is irrational behavior. I draw the line, Miss Kondo. My socks get balled up together in little lumps as God intended. I will not yield on this topic. I just think socks look nice when they're in like a ball, you know? Just a little wad of sock. I think that's pleasant. Trustworthy. Let me catch up here. Don't worry, it takes time. The AI art is a thing. I used to fold things up. I used to fold things, but things happened, so I just hang up. Hello, Batcat, how are you? Mooncow says, I put all my normal clothes in the drawers and folded, but fancy clothes get hung up. Yeah, that's probably smart so they don't get wrinkled. Truly a jub. Oh no. Oh no! It's so good! The please clap vap! I really love that. Thank you, Hyper. It's personal, says Echo. Most of my clothes are hung up except for the 3 I actually wear, which are thrown in a pile near the door. Easy access, I guess. Kiwi says, I used to hang everything that wasn't a t-shirt, but I find it more aggravating to try and hang stuff. Fair enough. Hello, Marlies. Hi, new to the stream. I've seen your art in passing. Super cool to catch a stream. Just wanted to say hi. Well, hello, welcome. We've had a couple people come in tonight who have seen art before but haven't been in, so I'm glad y'all found your way here. This is fun. I feel like maybe it's because I'm doing watercolor again as opposed to Vap Comics. It's a little easier to recognize the image. That's rad. So many people in Vap chat getting stuck forever. There's no way out. Okay. This is coming together well. I'm starting to feel pretty pleased with this now that I'm not stressing about the background. Oh, what time is it? Jeez. 8:38. Okay, I'll do a little longer and then I should probably stop for the evening because it's getting close to ending time. I need to do the little bottle cap here for Gimme Goal. I promised I would give him his very own bottle cap, so I've got to do that. This is like a weird thing. I had 2 exes who both worked in like a retro New York style deli. The same one, actually. And the deli sold bottled sodas. Like all kinds of bottled sodas. Like novelty sodas and, you know, like the classic like IBC root beer and all that stuff. And I tried so many weird sodas there. I got really into a type of soda that's called Cheerwine, which is not actually a wine, but it's really quite good. If you ever go to a restaurant or something that has Cheerwine, you should try it out. It's a very pleasant soda. But yeah, since I had 2 significant others who worked at that shop over the course of time, the workers there would they were very comfortable with me, so they used to make fun of my orders, which is really funny, because I'd always get like the same stupid thing. I would always get just like, you know, like the hoagie, like the traditional, you know, sandwich, deli sandwich, and then I would get shredded, like fine cut turkey, lettuce, and mayonnaise, and that was literally it. at this like specialty deli. I just thought it was really good. And then one time I accidentally said mayonnaise instead of mayonnaise. And then literally every time I went to that shop, the guy working there was like, oh, you want it with mayonnaise, don't you? It's just like, damn, dude, let me live. Oh, gosh. Mostly goes into drawer. Back 538. Hyper. Oh, boy, missed a finger color. There we go. Now she's looking perfect. All gebbed up on a Wednesday night. Moonka says, don't feel bad. All my socks are my love for random things. I just have a drawer of socks. There's probably 200 random socks I grab at random. Do you not match them? Or are they matched? Over time, and then 1 hour later. I roll socks into a ball so I can throw them in a basket and grab them easily in the morning. Tap, you might want to stop dating people who worked at that deli. Oh, don't worry, I have. I'm no longer dating either of those people. What game are you picturing them playing in the painting? This is Sandyland, the Pokemon World version of Candyland. It's a Sandshrew themed Candyland. Jungle themed background music? Let me live my life. That's the best when they remember you. Boulder says, that reminded me, a few months back I went to an ice cream shop in downtown Denver. I got a root beer float in a classic glass bottle. And I'm gonna love that stuff, but this root beer tasted like mouthwash with a hint of vanilla. It was awful. Weird. Do you remember what brand it was? Make sure any future dates don't work at that deli. Don't worry, I have moved town since then, and also the deli closed, so I think I'm safe. Hopefully. I want to do the Skittles like logo on here. I have a white ink pen that I'm going to be using to put the lettering on. I thought it would be easier to just hand do the lettering with the pen rather than leave this negative space because it's so tiny. Alright, there's the S. Skittles has thick white sans serif lettering. So nothing crazy. Thank you for following, Spimblini. I really like your username, Spimblini. Very good, very good. Welcome to the VAP chat. Reminds me of that Drake and Josh episode where Josh's like favorite magician like needs a place to stay, so they let him like crash on their couch, and he keeps going like 1, 2, do 3. It's a weird memory I didn't know I had in there. Do you guys remember that one? And he like fakes his own death. Oh, I messed up. Hang on. I can fix it. Hang on. Ah, Spimblini, thank you for the gift subs. Whoa. That's really random, but I appreciate it. Thank you for the gift subs to White Dragoon, Silent Leafeon, Rick Bryan, Perella, Cetus Deletus, Lola Balola, Big Bad Archimedes, Abrax Lucaria, Sparadraws, Marx's Volpez. Pikmin 2 music? Oh wow, says Echo. Is that the one where they go to his funeral, says Kiwi? It is! What inspired you to be so generous, Spimblini? Does Sandyland have the Pharaoh's Curse? Some beatnik band I never heard of. Like I said, I normally love them. The sock ball is the penultimate way to store socks. Moonka says no for matching socks. The local Duncan's remembers my dog, says Kiwi. Your Duncan dog! That's awesome. Wow. Okay, I need to fix this error I made before I get distracted. I started putting the T's in here, but we're not at the T yet. It should be S-U-R, Sir, and now it starts to say Skittles, so now there should be a K, actually. That's a lot, says Hypernova. It really is. Moonkai says, do you have a YouTube channel? I do. There should be a command to pull it up. Let me see if I can remember what it is. I think it's !YouTube. There we go. It's just a VOD channel that I update not very often, but there are videos on there, yes. Mostly what I do is I upload my, any like video game playthroughs that I do, I'll upload on there in case people miss episodes. But sometimes I'll upload art streams if I have a stream that I feel especially proud of. Sometimes for TwitchCon when I apply, they want me to have like videos as samples, so that's why some of those are on there. Okay, S-K... So there we go. Now I can put the T's on here. Much better. I really like these white ink pens because they're like a little bit water soluble. So if you make an error, you can like kind of scrub it out. It's not perfect, but it's reasonable, you know. Duncan Fido. My Duncan Dognut! My Duncan Dognut! I don't know why that's so funny to me. I just think the phrase dognut is really funny. Clay was playing Call of Duty once and one of the other people's had the username Stepdog, which just really got me. Because it's like stepdad, but like dog. Your dog-in-law. It's just a very funny concept. There's Kid's little eyes. Hope when I post this, everyone appreciates how much, everyone on Twitter appreciates how much effort I put into the branding. Let's see. The only Drake and Josh episodes I remember are the Peruvian Puff Pepper and the Orangutan Eater. Thanks, subscribed. Thank you, Mooncow. The only Drake and Josh episode I recall is they were learning to drive and one of them ran a stop sign. There's one where they run over Oprah. Fido and Alchemy. My favorite Drake and Josh bit is when Josh says, "I don't control the speed at which the lobsters die." Grand dog. Okay, it's 8:45, so I better wrap up. Thank you for hanging out, everybody. Thank you for the new follows, the subscriptions, the general support. I know it's a little bit of a quieter stream tonight, but I really appreciate y'all being here. I will see you guys on Friday for some of the last episodes of Pokemon Emerald. I've gotten some grinding done. I want to get some more grinding done so that my dudes are strong enough to do the Frontier. Let's see. We could read Swiftaloo. Let's see what Swiftaloo is streaming. Swiftaloo is playing Pokemon Unite. Yeah, let's read Swiftaloo. Swiftaloo's rated me before. They're nice. Alright, I will see you guys on Friday. Don't forget to eat shit, gamers. Thank you for all the support. Hope I'll see you again. I'll be streaming next Wednesday again for more artwork if that's what you want to see. So, catch you later. And yes, I do Prince Mooncow. If you go to my About page on Twitch, there should be links to like my shop and stuff like that if you want to find that. They won't be strong enough, but good luck with that. Thanks for the stream, says Marley's painting is looking so impressive. Thank you, I'm on my way, I'm getting there. We'll milk every bit of content out of Emerald, we will drink that Emerald milk. Eat Sir Skittles. Raid message? Oh gosh. Mountain Dew Gong. Bye!